Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team, and we are with the wrong team. I need to change that. I've been playing with some with Porsche. I started my own Porsche team last night, and so I need to load up the right one. There we go, Brabham. Tonight we are heading to Miami for Miami Grand Prix. There we go, with the team that we're supposed to be with. How you doing, John? Good to see you. Right, let's have a look. It is the day of the Grand Prix. Let's take a quick look at the car. I believe I put some spare parts on. Let's have a look. So I was keeping a spare chassis because it's a sprint weekend. Still on the original front wing, still on the original rear wing. Both cars have got the new side pods. No of the underfloors are ready yet for the new underfloor, and I've only got the one new suspension. So hopefully we don't break that. Right. Yeah, not a great list of spare parts there. A complete lack of spare parts, but we do have some. We don't have amazing performance, as we know. We do have a little bit of a bump there for Mick's car, up to 19th now in the cornering, as opposed to where we were, which wasn't amazing. But it's still not a big jump in performance. The hopefully the parts that are going through right now, the chassis and suspension. Once we get the underfloors in, they will help. I hope. We also need to get started on new wings as well, but we just don't have the money for that right now. We've only got $500,000. It's going to cost me $1.8 million, I think, to design a new wing at the cheapest level. Yeah, 1.8. So we don't have the cash for a front or a rear wing yet, but hopefully we'll have some money after this Grand Prix. Let's set some targets. Again, we're going to be a little pessimistic with Logan. He does have the new side pod. It is a sprint weekend. I'll stick with 21st with Logan. I think our luck is going to run out sooner or later. But we'll go 21st with Logan. We will be more aggressive with Mick again. Yeah, we'll go 18th with Mick again. I think we're going to have to avoid qualifying in the race just to stand any chance of actually hitting that target. But we will qualify
Once
for the
again,
sprint.
we touch down in Miami as F1 returns to the Magic City. We're in the state of year-round summer. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form, as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
Stay with us then for what should be an exciting weekend.
Evening, Dino. How are you? Right, we have a damaged gearbox for Mick. It has developed a fault a little earlier than I would have liked in its life cycle. It hasn't ticked over to yellow yet, so that is a problem. It means we're going to have to switch out to a new gearbox for the race earlier than planned. Let's see, we want, I think, 18 laps from Miami. Setup wise, let's go with a 6.5. Let's go with a 13.5. I'll go with an 8.2. go with a 3.35. We'll leave that at 0.5 on those. Yeah, we're not swapping out any of these parts yet. Moving over to Logan, his first of 2 home Grand Prix this season. We'll go with a 5.5 on that one. Let's go with a 7.3. We'll leave that one there and we'll push that up this time like that. And we do need to switch out the gearbox on this car. We've already done that one. There we go. Major fault. Might not last the the weekend. Actually, no, it's only one practice session, isn't it? Because it's a sprint weekend, so we'll see how we do with that then. We're going to use the hard tyres and hope that we can dial the car in nice and quickly. In fact, because we've only got this one session, let's overfuel the car so that if we do get it right on or off the first set of changes, we can call the drivers in early and then just leave them out for the rest of the session after that, without having to remember to do it mid-session.
That's green. Radio check, can you hear me?
Yeah, radio check.
Copy, loud and clear.
You had another 12.6 second stop, Dino. Jesus, what are you doing to your pit crew? Are you just like forcing them to
Loud and clear.
train relentlessly with no rest whatsoever?
Tires.
Copy.
How are you getting delays that long?
Try to get some brake temp before you start the lap.
Copy.
Stay off the curb.
Copy.
Your poor pit crew. I feel so sorry for him. You slave driver.
How are my tire temps?
Focus on your tires.
Oh, Felipe's in the car. Felipe Drogovic. You are checking their cumulative fatigue rather than just the total fatigue, aren't you? Making sure that they go into a weekend with as much rest as possible. But ideally, you want them to be at zero the day before. You know, zero fatigue the day before a Grand Prix to minimise
Copy that.
mistakes as much as you can. If you're training them right up to the beginning of the Grand Prix, then they're going to go in with additional fatigue before the Grand Prix even got underway. Ah, 74%. That needs to be improved. Evening, Victor. Okay, we went the wrong way with the roll bar. That will change how the car handles dramatically. give that a go.
And feedback on
Oh,
balance,
45.
capacity.
Yeah, big changes needed.
I'm really struggling with the car at the moment.
Understood, mate. Understood.
I wonder if there are any audio messages from Logan where he's not complaining about something. I haven't heard it yet. Let's go all the way over to a 2.8 on that. Let's bump that front wing up. Push that up. There we go. Try that. This one could be a tricky one. So just like in Monza, the FIA are making a few little tweaks to the DRS zones, specifically the main DRS zone on the start-finish straight, just like they did with Monza. They are extending it, making it a little bit bigger. Monza, they did it because obviously it's a track that is actually pretty hard to overtake in real life, not so much in the game, but in real life it's pretty hard to overtake. So they actually extended it by, I think, 100 and something meters. They're doing something similar at Baku. They're extending the length of the DRS zone there as well. So we might see some more overtaking going into turn 1 at Baku this weekend. Evening, Adrian. McLaren finally back in Lando for the title push. Yes, I saw that they are going to ask Oscar to pull over. They're going to, as long as it's not over the top. So if he's like 30 seconds ahead, then they're probably not going to slow him down in those situations. But if they're close together on track, then they will switch positions to give Lando the edge.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, close, but not quite close enough.
That's fine.
I'm going to call him in. See if even 5 minutes of running will give me at least some feedback on these last changes that we're going to make before the end of the session, and then we can make some Hail Mary adjustments once we're ready to start qualifying itself. All right, we're not too far off. We're at 93%. Going to drop that down to a 7.5. I don't think that's enough. I have to go to a 7, I think. Maybe it's the wrong way. Let's go to an 8.5 instead. Pull that back in a bit more like that. Push that up that way. Yeah, I'll go with that.
In the pit lane.
Watch out, white line, limiter. Stop in box practice.
Long old trundle down the pit lane. Okay, so that is a 13 on the rear wing. Bring that down to an 8.5. Yeah, I'll go 8.5 like that. Let's have a look at that, see how that shakes out. Again, we'll only probably get one bit of feedback before the end of the session, but at least it will give me the opportunity to make a small adjustment before we actually start the qualifying session. And I might not get that feedback with Logan. I'll probably only get it with Mick. Let's hope.
Take the flag.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Alright, let's swap out these damaged bits. We are going to put new engines in the car tonight. No. Well, it goes up maybe a tiny bit quicker, but not much. Not much. I mean, I'm using the same sort of number of laps for a run that I did in the previous game, and I'm getting maybe 44% instead of 40% or 41%, 42% at the end of first practice when I do my my double run. And on a normal weekend, so it's negligible. There's a slight increase, but not much. All right, we did slightly overcook it with the rear wing, so let's bring that down to an 8. Push that up to a 3.5. And did I get any feedback from Logan? Oh, I did. All right, so we know that the toe is where it needs to be. Only that. Right, let's see how we do then with these unknown setups. Place bets
Ready
now
for the green light?
as to what percentage you think I'll get for each car. We will at least be able to make any necessary changes after the sprint. I am going to try and get a couple of good potential screenshots as well. For the thumbnail. Try and find some very Miami-ish camera shots. That was too far away.
Good gap ahead. Go to mode push, mode push.
Evening, Anthony. You're ready tonight. There we go. The last one.
And clear on pit exit. Clear on pit exit.
You crashed the game yesterday.
And go push, go push.
On which system? Because the Switch upgrade is now, or update is now available. If you haven't already got that installed. Logan has a Red Bull for company. That's not ideal. Does make for a nice little screenshot. But we won't use that. Oh, on the PS5. Didn't have any front wings left during qualifying after a crash. Perez, when brought out a red flag, wouldn't let me continue.
Okay, and we will box now. Box, just watch the FIA weighbridge lights. Watch the weighbridge lights.
If you don't have... oh, Jesus, I thought that was a crash for a second then. If you don't have any parts, then you have to emergency manufacture. It has to be the same spec. You can't roll back to a previous spec.
He's six.
That's the unfortunate thing about Parc Fermé rules. Logan actually quicker there by half a second, nearly. There's no option to do during a quali session. There should be. Or was this in the red flag pause menu?
Sergeant pushing.
Ah, if it's in the red flag pause menu, that might be a different thing. That makes more sense. Yeah, I've never run into that situation myself, so I honestly couldn't say. Might be a bug. It sounds like it's a bug. What you can do is you can auto-save to the beginning, just load the auto-save and it will start from the beginning of that session. And it's a little bit of a cop-out in some respects, but in that situation, it's not too bad. I mean, if you close the game then reload it, then it can be a problem. But if you're in quali, then, for example, you can go load here, and just hit the autosave, and that then takes you back to the beginning of the session there. But in first practice, if you have to do that ever in a first practice, it takes you back to before the Grand Prix itself. So like the day of or the day before the Grand Prix. And then you have to advance into the menus again. But so, for example, if we were in the situation that you've just described and there was a crash and I didn't have the parts and it wouldn't let me continue, then I could hit the autosave, reload here, and it would take me to the beginning of sprint qualifying again. And I would restart that session. And it would basically undo that crash that, took out Perez.
Yeah, copy that. Pin entry.
Or at least it should do, anyway. Alright, Mick is ready for the next run. Now Logan is. We'll ride on board with the hometown boy. May hit a little bit of traffic on our lap. I hope we don't.
Doing good on tire temps. clear ahead.
Have fun.
We've got Hamilton right behind us on track as well. That's him there.
Window in terms of temperature. Okay, gap edge is good. Open, 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 open.
Where are we at the moment? Mick 18th, Sergeant 14th. Mick has the upgrades, so we should get a better time out of him. Hamilton closing in, so once again, Logan's going to be hassled and harried by a quicker car. A 33.6 for Mick in the first sector. 34.0 for Logan. No improvement, down 0.4. Hamilton pushes his way through. That might give me a better end of the lap with a bit of a slipstream on the back straight. We'll see. 21.3 in the middle and a 22.1. This is not a good lap for Logan at all. But then I think his first lap was probably higher than it should have been. Can Mick get enough pace to get out of the session? Mick improves to 16th place. Can he stay there? Logan doesn't improve. No, Mick's been knocked out. Sargent now down to 16th. Joe is out. Ocon fighting with Sonoda. And he goes through and both of our cars are out. And then we get knocked down even further. So 18th and 21st. Oof. Not a good qualifying session. And Sainz will start the sprint in pole position ahead of Lando Norris. Max in third, then Charles fourth, Oscar fifth, Hamilton sixth, Perez seventh, Yuki eighth, Ricciardo ninth, and Russell in 10th.
We're back, and the action is set to get even better today as the drivers go racing in the sprint.
And of course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
But who will be victorious in the Miami Sprint? We'll soon find out.
All right, we are going to go with soft tyres. We're going to try and nurse them a little bit. We're at 90. Ooh. Can't really make much in the way of improvements there. And 88 for Mick. Oh dear. Let's go to an 8.5. No, that's not going to work. Let's try the 7.5. It can't get that much worse. Give it a clock. Alright, off we go.
And here in Miami, it's time for the sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
mixture of softs and mediums. Nobody using the hard tyres.
Try and get the temps down. Yeah, copy.
Copy.
Yeah, we'll tell him not to fight, so that.
Keep digging.
Oh, we've got a crash up front. Oh, it's a red flag situation. That's Bottas and Albon. Oh, carnage.
Car in the wall.
And you can just feel
Two
the
cars out.
frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
Or in the words of Pierre Hamlin, 2 cars out, a lot of debris. That was a terrible French accent, and I apologise. We're going to stick with the same tyres. No point changing them. And that is going to bump us up an extra couple of places.
Now the sprint can restart. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And now we have plenty of fuel to burn as
Drop
well,
slightly the light cut.
which will hopefully help keep the temperature up in the tyres. 3 million overdrawn now, need 2 ERSs and gearboxes. Ouch! Yeah, 2 ERSs and gearboxes as well. That is an extra 7 million on top. And of course, I don't think you can buy those if you don't have the funds. So, good luck. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot. Please, somebody remind me. We'll do it at the end. We will check the stats of Enzo Fittipaldi, because he hasn't crashed yet, but he has crashed in every race weekend since Jeddah and wiped out his car, or at least, you know, retired from a session, be it, you know, qualifying, race, sprint, whatever.
There's a lot of debris everywhere.
More drama. Ooh. Nearly a collision there, and then there's a minor collision there. Barely any contact at all.
And look at the team there. They all...
Dodged a bullet in that situation there. Did anyone else change tyres? Some of the softs have put on brand new softs. Some of the mediums have put on mediums, or some of the softs have gone to mediums. Some of the mediums might have gone to softs. There's only a couple of cars that haven't changed their tyres by the look of it.
Mode push.
Yeah, copy. I'm nervous now every time Fittipaldi is close to my cars.
because he cannot stop hitting things. Usually walls, sometimes other cars, sometimes a wall, then another car. Either way, I don't want to be anywhere near him when he does it. See what I mean? It just scares the shit out of you every time.
And use overtake if required.
Copy.
It's a yellow flag. Another one. Is that someone just running a little wide? Oh, a lock up for Joe.
Along the straight here.
Too busy recovering from heart palpitations from the previous corner to pay attention to what Joe was doing. Let's up the tyre pace a little bit.
Can you bring the pace up, please?
Okay, perfect, Nick. Let's get back up to pace.
Need some recharge.
Copy.
And use overtake, use overtake.
Copy.
To charge on.
Copy.
Let's try and just stay right on the gearbox of Schumacher here, just so that we can drop Fittipaldi.
You P18.
There we go.
First car ahead of you, Schumacher.
Oh, he's closing back up again. Ah, can't shake him.
Manage the tires.
Copy that.
To recharge the pack.
Copy.
I think it's closing back in on Hulkenberg. Here comes
Yep, got it.
a dive bomb.
We are working as a team right now, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Tyre's looking pretty good. Reached the cost cap too. Yeah, it might be a struggle to avoid the sack. Where are you up to in your season? Did you say earlier? No, you didn't say which race it was. Singapore. What's your board confidence level like at the moment? If they've lost confidence, you're in trouble. Because with debt like that, and more debt to come, then that's probably going to be an impossible recovery for you. But if you're in low confidence, you're in very high confidence, oh, you should be fine then. No, board confidence, it'll either be high, medium, low, or lost confidence. Oh, so yeah, high confidence then. You should be okay then. You should be able to survive that. Because you can drop down to low confidence and still keep your job. But if they lose confidence in you, you've got to get them back up to at least low to stand a chance. Another red flag. What happened now? Oh, wait. He's done it again. He's retired a car. Oh my god, this is every round. Oh my word.
I'm in the wall, man.
And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
Oh my word. I can't get over how many times he's going to keep wrecking that car. I'm going to stick with the same tyres.
Now the sprint can resume. It's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, perfect. Let's get back up to pace.
Everyone else has put brand new tyres on. Well, at the very least, this will hopefully thin out the number of new sets they'll have for the Grand Prix, so... Or even qualifying. This could hurt them in qualifying as well. I might actually qualify this time. I was planning on sitting it out, but... I think now... It might be worth having a pop. See how many red flags we can get in this sprint. We've had 2 already. In 9 laps. Huge repair bill for Williams. That's both of their cars out now in the sprint. You see everybody dive into the inside because they're all trying to get a slipstream from the car in front.
No problem.
Mick got a run here up the inside of Gasly. Yes, he does. Through he goes.
Gasly. Gap is 0.4. Keep it going, mate.
Without the DRS though, he may struggle to stay ahead of Gasly.
Gap 0.5.
Zoo behind. Currently gap 1.6.
Keep going, you're doing good. Sergeant behind.
How did Mick not get the DRS there?
Copy.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy. Remember, overtake is available.
Copy.
Let's open it up. Give
Yeah,
Sergeant an
understand.
opportunity.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Joe behind. Joe 0.3 behind. We'll just see what we can do.
Copy.
How is the tire? How is the tire?
Good. It's okay.
Yeah, we are way off the pace. Although, having said that, we're running tyres that are now going through their third start sequence. So
You have Joe behind. You have Joe 0.3 behind. Lots of
everyone
battling
else has been
ahead,
absolutely
everything's
hammering
possible.
their tyres, which is why they're now about the same as ours.
Remember, overtake
They were all
available.
brand
Yeah,
new
copy that.
just a couple of laps ago.
Charge on.
Copy.
So in that respect, it's no surprise we're down 4 seconds to Gasly.
So what DRS?
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy. Copy.
Behind you have Joe. Let's just get into a rhythm.
Behrman's really bad in this game. Well, he's a rookie. This game is not kind when it comes to rookies.
Joe's still DRS.
I mean, look at
but Joe's
Fittipaldi. He's
pulling
not
away.
this bad in reality,
Understood.
but he is appalling in this particular save file. And sometimes games, you know, a different save file will yearn
Okay, charge on.
sorry, not
charge
yearn, will
on.
yield different results. You know, in some save files, Mick is awful. In this one, he's been fine. You know, Logan in some is crashing nearly every race. In this one, he's fine so far. So it's
Copy.
it's not consistent. You know, file to file. There is that little bit of fluctuation, which is good, I think. But yeah, if he's crashing that much, yeah, he's in the car too early. Am I putting Antonelli in first opportunity? I haven't even signed him yet.
Zoop 3 tenths behind.
Don't forget we had him for our previous team, not this one. For Goodwood. I'm going to make an approach for him later in the season and then sign him for next year. Let him spend a year in the Mercedes Academy where he'll improve at a faster rate than my academy.
So we charge the pack.
I got nothing.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Right, we finally have better tyres than Joe and Gasly.
Joe has DRS behind.
We've got 4 laps to go. I'm going to up the tyre pace.
Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace. Okay, Mick, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Ah.
Okay, we're still okay. So watch for Sergeant behind. Okay, gap behind 2.3.
But I'm probably going to wait before I put Antonelli in the car when I do sign him. I'm going to go with this lineup next season as well.
Still have a chance.
And then we'll play it by ear from there. The ultimate goal is to get Piastri in the team.
4 laps to go.
Have an Australian driving for Brabham
Joe ahead.
is poetic.
Ahead, 0.9.
Well, there you go. Clark's backing up exactly what I was saying about how
Gap behind
different save files
2.5.
yield different results. Behrman's been excellent for him. It also, I think, with rookies, it depends how good the car is. You know, if the car is too quick for their skill points, then they are more likely to make mistakes. I mean, I'm just theorising on that, but I mean, to me that makes sense. You know, it's just beyond their level of talent to get the most out of the car, and so when they push, they have less control. They're more likely to make that mistake, and with the mentality system having negative effects on stats as well as positive stats, you get into a vicious cycle where you have a crash. You know, it unsettles the driver. They go into the next race with reduced confidence, reduced stats. They have a crash, reduces their stats for the next race again, and it builds and builds in the same way that it works the other way, like it did for Max in our Goodwood file, where he won 19 Grand Prix because he just got on a roll and wouldn't stop winning. I think that's what's going on with Fittipaldi in this one, is he's just in a rut and his stats are taking a beating because his confidence is going to be through the floor.
Let's use that K1. All the pushing you can get. He's overtake. He's overtake. gap 3.5. Please keep going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If Behrman is not in a good position mentally, don't go throwing brand new parts on him, because he's more likely to crash and wipe out those parts. Just stick to second gen parts. And keep the older parts, older gen parts for Behrman until the end of the year.
It's okay.
Quick sneaky screenshot there.
Okay, good job. Joe ahead. Gap ahead 1.2. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Got no ERS.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
ERS is currently disabled. ERS is currently disabled.
Starting last lap. Joe 0.6. Okay, let's make the most of it.
I'd like to think I can beat Joe. Sarge's pace has just disappeared completely.
Mode push.
Leclerc is the winner in today's sprint.
Worried I'm not going to have enough battery to stay ahead coming out of the last couple of turns.
No more overtake. Good job.
Ah, man, just about managed to shut him down.
Kevin ahead.
There we go. 16th and 19th. Evening, Farah. Have I got a livery for you? Go back to the very beginning of the
And
stream.
it's a finish outside the points in today's sprint for Mick Schumacher.
They'll be asking questions of themselves following that performance.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
Drivers need to get into Q3 if they want to make the top half of the grid. With only 10 slots available, it's a fight nobody wants to lose.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
So don't go anywhere, folks. It's nearly time for qualifying.
But first, some changes to setups. So, cornering needs to go that way. Toe needs to come back like that. we're going to go with that for Logan. Keep our fingers crossed. And, oh, okay. Let's go with that for Mick. I've got a spinny circle. Are you guys still with me? Everyone else buffering as well, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I am on a tablet. Let me close down my tablet, reload. There we go. Back up and running. We are going to do our first run on these scrubbed mediums, just to get a little bit of a confidence baseline and see how the new setups work, and then we'll switch to probably another set of mediums and then a set of softs. See how we do.
Okay, should be green.
Logan out first. And now we'll send out Mick. Going to whiz through this opening run because it's on worn mediums, so it won't be quick.
So you go in.
Copy.
And there you go. 2 and 3 seconds slower.
Good entry.
Switch the pit switch on. Then you can stop on the marks, find pre-start revs, and then switch off.
Do I really need to risk another set of mediums? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I've got 5 sets of softs. We'll just go straight to the softs. Having that extra set of mediums, given the fact we had 2 red flags in the sprint, means having those extra mediums could be useful. And as always, we want to try and stay as far away from Fittipaldi as possible.
The tire temps are still looking good for our side, so it's still okay. Yeah, sorry, there will be a lot of traffic. Remember, mode push.
Traffic's bad, man.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, a bit of a hold up there at the end of the first sector. probably cost Logan a tenth of a second or two. (21.2) in the middle. 21.2 for Mick, but not an improvement on his medium run. Right, up to the line now for Logan. Let's see what he can do. Around the last corner. 35.4 for a 130.4 overall. That puts him in P13.
13.
And P12 for Schumacher, dropping Logan down to 14th.
Press the in button.
Copy.
Oh god, my tablet is just freezing up constantly here. I'm not sure why. I'm going to restart it, so I'll be dark on chat for a moment. All right, same tyres, one more run. We'll give it another couple of minutes before we go out. God, wow, Norris in 21st place right now. He's just gone out ahead of us.
As before, focus on your tire temperature target and the brakes.
Copy.
Try and work on the car a little bit.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, it looks like maybe my tablet was downloading an update, which is why it was juddering a little bit. Let's try this again. Currently in P16 with Mick, P18 with Logan. There we go, back in the chat.
Tires are in good shape. And clear.
And you go push.
You're doing good on tire temps, keeping your temps. That's a big gaggle ahead.
That's a great word, gaggle. I love that word.
Off, no push.
Oh, traffic in a bad spot.
Man, there's traffic everywhere.
That's Logan's run ruined. Not a good first lap. Or final lap, sorry, for Logan. So it looks like he's out. You've never heard the word gaggle before, Farah? Oh, I love that word. A gaggle of geese. All right, so Mick has a chance to get through and doesn't. We are 19th and 21st. Has Gasly crossed the line yet? No, he's on an out. He's on a flyer. Fittipaldi will be starting in front of us. We're now down to 20th and 21st. We need new wings. But I need money to be able to buy develop new wings first. And I need to be able to afford to put that underfloor into production as well. And there we go. We are slowest of everybody. Dear, oh dear. That is not encouraging at all.
We're almost ready to go here in Florida as we look forward to 57 laps of F1 racing.
The Miami Grand Prix arrived onto the calendar in 2022 with much fanfare, and F1 history is still very much being written here. Drivers have to take chances around the street circuit and hope those chances turn into victory.
Miami has long, tight, straight sections that need as much driver confidence and precision as a corner, as well as 3 hard braking zones. The chicane through turns 14 to 15 is particularly likely to catch drivers out and throw them into a wall. Welcome to race day, and before we get down to it, last-minute checks are being made.
All right, then let's have a look at strategy. Well, let's have a look at setups. Only 93%. Ah, broke the traction. God damn. Well, it's at least an improvement. He was at 90%, so we found 3%. Mick was at 91, so we got him up to 97. That would probably end up breaking more than it would fix. So we'll leave them at that. So it's suggesting medium, soft, medium for both of them. I think soft, medium, soft is probably better. Maybe soft, medium, medium. And that is actually 4 seconds quicker. Logan's tyre wear isn't great. Let's see what Mick is like on this. Let's look at going soft, medium. And then we'll look at a soft, medium, medium. Oh yeah, he's got enough tyre wear to be able to easily make a soft, medium, soft work. So that is 2 seconds quicker. In that case, let's have a look. going really aggressive on that first stint. A little bit too aggressive. All right, we'll go with that. We may well have plenty of safety cars or / red flags to allow us to do a little bit more with tyre strategies, but we'll go with those strategies for now. Let's send them to the grid, the back of the grid.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. And plenty of people watching on will be keen to follow Fernando Alonso's progress.
Just sitting inside the points places, they need to defend well and look to push hard where possible.
Right, let's get to it then. And this is it, the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Copy that.
Let's have a look then. So a bit of a mixture. We've got a couple of cars on the hards. Sainz, Ocon and Valkyrie are all starting on the hards. Fair few on the mediums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars on the mediums. Everyone else on the softs. Logan having a sneaky look at the inside there. Backed out of it.
Mode push.
Copy.
And now Mick with a cheeky look at the inside and gets past Fittipaldi, which is always a risky thing to do. It just gives him a target to lock up into.
Gap 0.5.
You have overtaken a little.
Copy.
We'll try and judge when to reapply the battery for Mick. That's, looking at it now is that time.
Mode push. Mode push.
Copy.
Didn't get the DRS. But we are close enough to get it on the next zone. Well, we were.
So we just need to go charge on.
Copy.
And let's go charge on, please.
Copy.
Really not a fan of being this slow.
Let's recharge a bit.
Logan hasn't even caught up to the back of Hulkenberg yet.
Mode push.
Copy.
If anything, he's falling further behind. Is everyone pushing their tyre? Yeah, they are. They're pushing their tyres. Have to respond by doing the same, or else we're going to get
Just put our
left.
head down.
There we go. Now we're back in.
We just need to manage a bit more.
Copy.
So, what lap do we think Fittipaldi's going to crash?
So what DRS?
Copy.
Need some recharge.
Copy.
I reckon he'll make it about 30 laps before he puts it in the wall. Being generous there.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Almost got onto the back of Hulkenberg. Just need a little bit more.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
You've almost got him. You've almost got him, Logan. Good exit. Good exit. Did I get it? Did I get it? Yes.
Focus on dropping rear.
Understood.
Now I've got to try and keep it.
So we charge the pack.
Copy.
Right, starting level confidence, or just fractionally over there for Schumacher. I have to push again because we're in danger of getting dropped again.
Copy.
Okay, starting tire management.
Yeah.
You can close up the gap.
Should be able to get a slipstream for the back of Valtteri here just to help complete this move. There we go.
Understood.
Good job. Bottas ahead. Okay, we're out of DRS.
Copy.
To charge on.
Copy.
We've got a nice little train here. Chance to get a good chunk of battery in before we start trying to punch our way through. Logan has been left floundering at the back again.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Who do I think pulls the race out this weekend? I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, McLaren have definitely got pace. Red Bull are struggling at the moment. Ferrari look like they could be potentially back in it, but Monza was a lot smoother than previous Monzas because they resurfaced the track. So given that it is going to be very bumpy in places at Baku, I'm not sure how well they've got on top of their bouncing issues. Mercedes are rolling back to a previous spec of floor, quite possibly because of the bouncing issues. So it's kind of up in the air. I think it's probably going to be a fight between Ferrari and McLaren. I think, you know,
Good, it's okay.
don't know about where Red Bull or Mercedes are going to be. Valtteri's starting to use his higher grip level to push forward and see if I can jump a car or two as well.
Mode push.
I said they're going to prioritise Lando. Yes, I saw that. We were talking about that earlier. They're not going to go overboard with it. They're not going to do a Ferrari in Austria kind of thing. But if they're close by each other on track, they will ask Oscar to move over. But if he's like 20, 30 seconds ahead, I think they'll let him stay ahead.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Yeah, okay.
Because at the end of the day, they're trying to win both titles, and it makes no sense. If you've got Norris, who's, say, maybe 5 seconds ahead of Leclerc, for example, in second place, with Leclerc third, and then 20 seconds further up the field is Piastri, who's leading and lapping about the same kind of pace, maybe slightly slower, slightly quicker. What would you bring him in? Put him on fresh tyres to engineer an easy way to put Norris ahead of him and risk him being behind and not able to get past Leclerc? Would you ask him to slow down dramatically to allow Norris to close up in the risk that he could make a mistake? And then all of a sudden, you know, Piastri is in a vulnerable position. You know, in situations like that, you've got to put the constructors ahead of the drivers and say, you know, we've got a solid chance of a win here. Hopefully, Lando can hold off Leclerc and take second and make it a 1-2, but we've got to prioritise the win for the team. But if it was 5 seconds apart between Piastri and then Norris, and then 15 seconds back to Leclerc behind, in that situation, yeah, absolutely, they're going to tell Piastri to pull over and let Norris take the win. Which is the right way to go about it, I think. You know, prioritise the team in most situations, but if it's close, then you can look at playing the driver game.
Cool. Rear left if you can at all.
Copy.
Sargent is just nowhere in terms of pace, is he? On 40.7. If we don't get a retirement, we're not hitting our target of 21st with Logan. You don't think Oscar's going to play second fiddle much if he keeps driving this well? Well, no, I mean, he has a #1 contract, but he doesn't have like a dedicated #2 contract like a Rubens Barrichello when he was at Ferrari, for example. But you know, he is keenly aware of the team game, and you know, the fact that Norris has a real chance to win the driver's title. Oscar's an extra 40 points behind, and mathematically he could still win the title as well, but that would take an awful lot. I mean, it's going to be hard enough for Norris to win the title. It's near impossible for Oscar to do it. He can still mathematically do it, but it's a lot, an awful lot for him to do it. So I think, you know, he will do it when they're in tight situations, but like I said, if there's a big gap between them, I don't think they'll ask him, and he might not be quite so willing. But if they're running relatively close on track, I can see him pulling over without too much fuss. Next season will be different. I don't think he'll be quite so willing to just hand over points next year, but this season, yeah. He's still very young in his career, so it won't hurt his reputation, it won't hurt his ability, his marketability in any way, shape or form to play, you know, the supported role this year, you know, the wingman. But if he keeps doing that year after year, that will hurt him. Right, Joe is into the pits. First car in already.
Okay to push.
Pushing on, pushing on.
Medium tyres, it's a bad stop. A very bad stop. Good news for us.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Who's that having bad luck in the pits? It is Joe's car. It is Joe's car.
Kevin ahead.
It popped in my head.
Gap to Gasly, 0.8. Let's use that K1.
Yeah.
Right, how far ahead of Joe are we?
Yeah, got it, yeah.
He's going to be catching us up quickly. Only 15 seconds, 14 seconds behind. We are getting ready for our pit stops. So he'll close the gap to us, but he won't catch us. Or at least he shouldn't do. I want to try and get past Magnussen before he boxes.
How is the tire deck? How's the tire?
Which will probably be at the end of this lap.
Um,
Working away from Hulkenberg.
Great a bit. So far, you go.
Oh, and there we go. We're straight away through.
Charge on.
Copy. Copy.
Nick can be really aggressive because he's got more medium to play with than Logan does.
Copy.
See if we can
Okay, we're
break
okay
the toe
to
before the
push.
DRS.
Okay to push.
There we go, 1.2. We did it.
Charge on.
Copy.
Feedback on tires, please.
Evening, Jacob.
I'm starting to struggle with it.
And add a battery.
DRS is currently
And
disabled.
still
DRS is currently disabled.
trailing behind by more than I would like.
To recharge the pack.
Yep.
7.5 seconds behind Gasly, who dives into the pits.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Copy.
And a fault for Charles. After criticising them, Maloney's now out of the race with significant damage. I shouldn't laugh, but when it rains, it pours. So, hard tyres there for Gasly, and he comes out right behind Zhou. You've been seeing my logos on the F1 Manager Reddit. Would I be willing to do a tutorial on some of my favourites as small videos? I have actually considered doing that. I've thought about trying to recreate them as a tutorial video, but the trouble is, I don't have anything like a capture device, so I can only record onto the hard drive of the PS5 itself, and sometimes I forget to start or I forget to save at a certain point, and then I lose chunks of footage. I just did my Porsche logo, and I forgot to save a big chunk of the footage for that, so I'm probably going to sit down and try and get into a building thing. But also, I tend to have periods where I just sit and think as well about how I'm going to approach it next. So there would need to be an awful lot of editing. It'll be a lot of work to put one together, but I'm looking at doing something like that. It has been something that's been on my mind.
Just a little more management, please.
Understood.
Right, where are we with Mick? One more lap. We'll go one more lap with Logan as well.
Pick up rubber.
Copy.
Right, Leclerc's into the pits. Let's see what that fault is that he's got. ERS. He's got an ERS issue. A lot of cars diving into the pits. Stroll held for Albon there. That does us a little bit of a favour.
Box now.
Oh, that does us a favour. Slightly slower stop there. Hulkenberg's in as well. I mean, I think realistically Stroll and Albon are probably a little bit too far ahead of us. but Hulkenberg might be catchable.
Box.
There we go. Decent stop. And he gets that just in front of Gasly. Should hopefully be able to hold back Ricciardo here long enough to get to the pits. Oh, he's going to have the DRS on me. Damn it. Just going to hit my confidence just before I box. There's no way I'm going to hold him back. It'll pull me over to let him through if I'm side by side with him.
Okay, charge on.
That's frustrating.
Copy, pit entry.
There we go, into the pits. Fittipaldi coming in behind us. Sargent boxing this lap as well.
Pit entry.
Oh, bad stop. We did at least get out ahead of Fittipaldi though. Looks like he might have had a clean stop. There we go. Clean stop for Logan. 2.7 seconds though. Not quick. And not close to anybody in front.
Gasly 0.9 behind. 42 laps to go.
I'm not going to hold him back. He's got his tyres up to temp. Mine aren't.
I can focus on bringing temperature in the tires.
Charge on.
We'll let him sneak ahead of us just here so that we can get the DRS off the back of him. And then retake the position next lap, hopefully.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, Mick, charge on. Charge on.
Might get him here, actually. And I do. Excellent. So we'll make sure he doesn't retake us across the line. And then keep pushing through the rest of the first sector. See if we can open up that 1 second gap before the DRS zone.
Tires are looking good.
Copy.
And the answer appears to be no.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
Gasly must be pushing right now. Either the tyres or battery or combination of both.
Just manage this tire.
Copy that.
Let me have a look at going very aggressive with this strategy. not that aggressive. 3 seconds slower, but I think it would actually be slightly quicker. Let's look at doing something similar for Logan, who is just languishing at the moment. We've got the softs, so we might as well look at using them. Yeah, we're going to go with that.
You go push.
At the very least, I'm hoping it'll help keep the confidence higher. Personal best sectors should be able to attack and defend better.
We will totally catch them up, okay?
He's 1.5 behind. Okay, charge on. And let's go charge on, please. Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Evening, Rick. Brave to pick Logan. Well, he's not done anything disastrously bad yet. Just isn't quick at the moment, unfortunately. But then the car's terrible.
Good job, Nick.
Alright. Should hopefully be able to break Gasly here and get straight onto Hulkenberg and Magnussen. Couldn't quite get the DRS, but we'll have it on the main straight. Hulkenberg gets the problem.
I've got no power.
Sounds like engine to me. Can we squeeze Magnussen? No, Magnussen squeezes us.
Charge on, charge on.
Is it possible Sargent got slower?
Lots of
137.5. No, he has
it's
picked his pace
possible.
up a little bit. Gas is closing in. So much time we're losing right now, stuck behind Hulkenberg. And it is an engine fault.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
This time we'll have the inside line. There we go. Magnussen can't squeeze us out this time.
Good driving.
So we just need to go charge on.
Copy.
Logan is just so slow. What is going on with Sargent?
Okay, so Kevin behind has DRS. Let's recharge a bit.
Okay, copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
Management's good.
I mean, his confidence is decent. He just can't find any pace in the car at the moment, which is so frustrating. All right, Valtteri's in. Hard tyres coming off, softs going on.
So currently P17. Joe ahead. Okay, gap ahead 1.5.
And we get out right behind him. That's good, rather than in front of him, because he would just blitz past us.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
This way we get the chance to stay with him. Maybe go a little bit quicker than we would normally be able to.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Cover take available.
Copy.
Come on, Logan, let's pump in some quick sectors.
And how are the tires?
Good, it's okay.
Valtteri's already through on Joe.
Hulkenberg behind his DRS.
Ocon's in. And then there's new mediums for him. Comes out behind Magnussen. There's the move on Joe. Let's see if we can break him quickly.
Mode push.
Copy.
Valtteri's already too far down the road for us to do anything about him.
Charge on.
Copy.
Hopefully Hulkenberg will struggle to hold off Joe, given his engine issue.
Okay, we're out of DRS.
Copy.
It looks like he just got the DRS off Joe there. He did. And he will get the move done. But he's 2 seconds behind us now. No pace.
Need some recharge.
Yeah, copy.
Just not happening.
Could we get a bit of feedback on tires?
not bad.
These tyres are holding up a lot better than I thought they would. Might stretch them an extra lap or two. Just need to see how much fuel I'm going to lose. 1.8 kilos a lap. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That should stream back up to where it was. So we are stretching our gap to Joe and Hulkenberg. We're kind of just holding pace, treading water with Logan as far as Fittipaldi is concerned. And it's not too long until Max gets him. Probably going to box before we get blue flagged. So we should hopefully avoid some of the blue flags. But maybe not for very long because other cars are going to be boxing as well. Joe's going to be in along with Hulkenberg very soon. Let's have a little battle of the Brits watch along. As Hamilton and Piastri are squabbling over 8th place.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Copy.
Oh, it's not Norris, is it? It's Piastri. Norris is up in 3rd. My bad. Hard tyres on each car. Joe is only 8 seconds behind Sargent, and he's going to be lapping quicker once he gets his tyres up to temp. Piastri holds off Hamilton there, swoops on through, and he opens up another half a second. But he's going to be giving up the DRS, so Lewis will come back at him here. Ocon is closing in on the back of Mick.
How is the tire? How is the deg?
Starting to struggle with the rear.
And I do not want to get caught by all those cars, so I'm actually going to box Mick this lap. Box him a lap early. Well, a couple of laps early. I don't want to get overhauled. Because Ocon is flying at the moment.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Just have to be a little more conservative with the tyre than I was planning on the next stint. All right, in we come. Hulkenberg will be following us in this lap. There he is. He'll probably be putting on a set of hards to go to the end, if he has them. There we go, clean stop this time.
Box.
Yeah, box.
Oh no, softs. Hulkenberg's doing the same as us. He's going to do another stop after this. And he comes out behind Max. Damn.
We now have
If he can get those tyres up to temperature quickly enough, he can get a toe off the back of Verstappen here.
31 laps to go. Okay, charge on.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Mick is almost an entire pit stop ahead of Logan right now.
We are working as a team right now, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Copy.
To recharge the pack.
Copy.
We'll try and give, if we can, Schumacher some DRS across the line.
In the pit lane.
I'm not sure if he's going to get it. Oh, he did. He did. Good. So that worked out nicely because Zhou is right behind us. .7. Not horrendous, but again, not very quick. Our 2.5 second stop with Mick might not even be good enough to get on the top 10. And we only need to save about 0.8 kilos once we get lapped, which Logan is already lapped.
You have 30 laps to go. 30.
And we've got, 30 laps to go, so a long way to go. Well, 29 laps to go.
Copy.
29 and a half for Mick. He's still just on the lead lap. Has Hulkenberg kept up with Max? No, he hasn't. And he's about to get blue flagged for Leclerc. There is Max just popping into the back of the shot.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Hulkenberg's problem has not improved. I think it was engine, wasn't it, with Nico? Yes, it was. That might escalate. That means Sargent might actually have enough pace by the end of the race to actually catch and pass Hulkenberg. Let's see, what's he going to do lap time wise? We'll give it another few laps and then we'll check in what they're doing per lap. And anyone who's doing a multiple soft run like this is going to have less grip available because they use multiple sets of softs in the sprint, thanks to those 2 red flags that we had. We only used the 1 set of tyres all the way through, so that will go in Sargent's favour as well. He's going to have more life in his tyres. About to get blue flagged by anybody.
Your tires start to be in better window.
Copy.
That is George Russell. And then a little bit further back is Piastri and Hamilton. So we will get blue flags at some point. Magnussen's into the pits. He's going to pop out in front of Nico, just on a set of softs. They are brand new softs, but he's going to get blue flagged for the Ferrari in a moment if he's not careful, which will be good. Again, that will stop him from utilising his full pace. How can Sargent be slower than Hulkenberg right now? Or is Hulkenberg getting a tow? Hulkenberg's getting a tow in DRS. Let's use some battery.
Make sure you give some energy.
Understood.
Looks like mixed tyres are holding up nicely. For now. As the temperature increases, they will wear out a little bit quicker. So we'll have to tone them down every now and again. Am I deciding if I'm going to stick with Twitch or YouTube? I'm still exploring Twitch. I'm going to be doing some more random Twitch streaming here and there. I think I might start doing some daytime streaming with Twitch and stick with YouTube for a while yet. I don't know.
All management looks good for
I may well run the Porsche series, for example, on YouTube. On Twitch, and the Brabham series here on YouTube. I don't know yet. I haven't decided long term whether to make a full transition or not. I probably will. It's just a question of when. Still getting a tow from the back of that Ferrari. And we are closing in on the back of Fittipaldi and Gasly. They're both boxing soon.
Joe behind. Keep digging.
So what?
DRS.
Copy. Copy.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
And there we go. Hulkenberg's fault has just
But
escalated.
there. Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
And given that he's been running in the dirty air, the hot, dirty air of that Ferrari, I'm not surprised he's overheating that engine.
No problem. Joe's still DRS, but you're pulling away.
Oh shit, Joe's right on me.
You can pick up the pace now. Let's just get into a rhythm.
Ah.
Charge on.
Copy.
New fastest lap for Carlos Sainz. As Max is boxed. Medium tyres, that'll be him to the end. Now Magnussen's joined the back of this train.
Joe has DRS behind. Mode push, mode push.
Copy.
That could be a fun thumbnail.
Okay, we're still okay.
Oh, you bastard, Fittipaldi. You squeezed me towards the wall. Lost all my momentum, and now I'm going to lose the position to Joe as well.
Car behind is
God
coming.
damn it.
He's 0.5 behind. We'll just see what we can do.
Oh, 3 wide through that turn there.
No more overtake.
Joe has just gained
Okay, charge on.
3 places.
Copy.
That's not worked out well for us.
Cool. Rear left if you can at all.
Copy.
And Sargent is now closing on Hulkenberg. So there's still the chance of him getting 21st for the sponsors.
Okay, so Kevin behind has DRS. We'll catch these guys. Good job. Here, P17. Joe ahead. Charge on.
Copy.
To charge on.
Copy.
Kind of didn't really want to complete the move there.
Good job. Okay,
Wanted
you're
to stay behind
currently
Joe for another lap.
P16.
Cool the tyres down, charge the battery, but never mind.
Let's see if you can find any time.
Need some recharge.
Copy.
And even getting blue flagged like that, we are still closing in on Hulkenberg. I wonder if he'll even finish the Grand Prix.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
Hamilton's in. Now Albon's in. Hamilton's gone mediums.
So Kevin behind.
And softs for Albon.
8 behind. Maybe get this race back to us somehow.
Oh wow, Joe's tyres are dying a lot
laps
faster
or
than ours are.
sooner than that.
We need to retake that position from him this lap.
We'll catch these guys. Let's catch them.
New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc. Does he still have that fault? No. Yes, he does. He's still got a battery issue. Maybe it's just not charging as much.
How is the tire?
Starting to feel the fronts a bit.
And that is Sainz coming up to lap us. I do not want to get blue flag for Sainz. Not when I'm about to stop. I might get blue flagged here.
Joe 0.5.
I did. Damn it.
Okay, let's make the most of it.
Now I might lose the place to Magnussen. And Joe's going to box and avoid the blue flag.
Understood.
Or is he? Oh, god damn it, Sainz boxed. And Joe got blue flagged anyway. A little bit of a glitch in the coding there.
Great job.
But we'll take advantage of that. We're now 2.5 seconds ahead. Lovely stuff. Evening, Andrew. I will be moving to Twitch at some point in the future. It's just how long I continue to stream on YouTube for that is still up in the air. But I will be starting to stream permanently on Twitch at some point. I'll still keep publishing some videos on YouTube. But I think I'm going to just move over to Twitch.
Battery's good.
Copy.
Oh, damn it, I forgot I was still harvesting.
Pack.
Copy.
How much time have I lost by doing that? Oh, damn it, I shouldn't be pushing the tyres. Shit.
Copy, copy.
I'm in 20th. Oh, wait, they haven't stopped yet, that's why. 9.5 seconds behind. That will come down again.
Got no DRS.
Copy.
Let's go charge on, please.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Okay.
Keep going, you're doing good. Behind you have Joe. Gap behind 4.8 to Joe.
Understood.
Joe's in the pits. Behrman's binned it. Ugh.
Kevin ahead.
I think there's more chance of people discovering the channel. I am going to look and see if I can actually
Totally catch them up, okay?
start making a little bit of money out of streaming. And I'm more likely to find an audience there than I am here. I think so. Yeah, hopefully people will follow me over. I don't expect everyone to follow me over, but I hope some people will follow me over. And then hopefully it'll be a little easier to find new people to join the audience over there as well. And that's Leclerc lapping us. Up to Sargent. Oh, Gasly got him.
Behind. Zoo 2 behind.
Let's recharge a bit.
Copy.
I know that if on Twitch, if you've got Amazon Prime, then you can gift a subscription to streamers, and it doesn't cost you anything, and the streamer still gets paid. So I'm hoping I can get something out of that. And I will start opening up for donations as well. I'm still looking at everything I'm going to need.
I'm trying.
So obviously I'm going to need to start building my own rig
Let's just keep
to put everything through.
We happy with the time management and the pace.
It's going to be a long time until I'm up to that sort of position. After rent and expenses and food and stuff like that, I've got practically nothing of my universal credit left, so
Blue flag for you.
it's going to take me quite some time to save up. But I can at least try and start to establish myself there before I start really doing everything with the fancy overlays and all that stuff. We had a yellow flag. Who was that for? It's for Joe
But
locking
this is
up.
what
Oh, that
happens.
helps.
It all starts as they reach turn 17. And there goes the steering.
Oh, Joe's on
now, they
hards.
did leave it very late.
Right. I can box Logan this lap.
We need to catch up.
And Mick is boxing this lap.
Box.
Go.
Copy box.
Okay, mix, so we'll box now. Box.
Copy for box.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Right, Hulkenberg's boxing this lap. We've got the gap to Hulkenberg down to about 5 seconds.
Box.
A 2.7 second stop. It's not going to improve on our current best of Nick's time, which is 2.5 something. Maybe we can get a good stop time here for Logan.
Gap is
Nope.
2.8.
Oh, yes. 2.5. The camera just disconnected for a moment there from the driver. So either Hockenberg had a very slow entrance to the pits, either because he got lapped by somebody, or he just had a bad
Gap
stop.
3.4.
Because the gap is
17 laps to
3.5
go.
seconds now.
I can focus on bringing temperature in the tires.
Joe's got a fault.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they.
And will make it easier for Mick to catch up. Staying in harvest while I get lapped. Right. Russell, what's he doing? 133s. Might not be quick enough. Ah, damn it.
Copy.
I'm going to get blue flagged anyway. Well, we'll just try and stay with him for a bit. And then if we're quicker than him, then we'll try and overtake him and break away from him.
Just hold back a little bit.
Okay.
We have to push flat out.
Overtake.
So 4 seconds to gap.
Tires on a good window.
Charge on.
Copy.
Temps all okay.
Copy.
I'm going to have a real blast of a lap in a moment with Mick. See just how quick we can go. We won't be anywhere close to the fastest lap, I don't think. As Oscar dives in. And he comes out right in front of Schumacher. This will give me a nice little slipstream. If I can stay with him. Luckily I have a full battery, which I'm going to need by the look of it, because he's bolting already.
No tire managing required. Let's use it.
Sargent now just 2.5 seconds away from fulfilling his sponsor obligation.
Let's catch the guys ahead.
That's Joe being pulled over. I need 18th place with Schumacher. Oh, damn you, Joe. Hamilton sets a new fastest lap.
Okay, Mick, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
ERS is currently disabled. ERS is currently disabled.
Let's look after this tire.
And that's Nico. We've caught him.
Let's add the lift and coast back in.
Copy.
Need some recharge.
Right, that's Ricardo lurking in the background there.
Stop Lyco. Gap on 4. That's okay. Good job, mate.
First car out of view now is Zoo.
On 31.1. Yeah, there's no way we're getting anywhere close to that kind of pace. But we are pulling away from Joe. We are closing down Gasly, and at this rate, we can get Magnussen and Fittipaldi as well. Tyres have got a little bit in reserve for Logan, a fair bit more for Mick. Right now, I'm just getting the fuel loads down. There we go. Need to be 1.8
No more lifting coast.
or less, and that is another fault for Hulkenberg.
The upshift's degrading.
So his engine is cooked, and now his gearbox is knackered as well. And there we go, that's Logan's fuel sorted.
I'd like to reduce Lyco. To recharge the pack. Overtake available.
There is Danny Rick.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Cover overtake.
Let's just see if we can gap him.
Happy to lean on these tires.
As long as he can't get the DRS from the back of us, he will continue to fall away from us.
Now DRS.
If he hangs in the back of us, his car might explode, but he may also be able to stay close enough to sneak a place from us at the end. We do not want that.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Your managing is good.
So we've lost a little bit of ground. Joe is still lurking behind us. Yeah, a push lap there for Gasly, coinciding with us getting blue flagged, meant we lost 2 seconds.
We see traction getting worse. How is the DEG?
Good, it's okay.
Mode push.
Copy.
Let's get ourselves onto the back of Danny Rick if we can. And then just follow him through every time he laps someone. Gasly is trying to get onto Fittipaldi. That's it for battery.
Charge on.
Copy.
I'm amazed Fittipaldi hasn't binned it yet. I said he'd go about 30 laps. But he did bin it in the sprint. So he has still kept up his record of destroying a car at every round since Saudi Arabia. He just might actually see the finish of this one. There's hope yet that he might actually lock up and take out Gasly. Make things even easier for me. And there we go, I've caught the back of Ricciardo.
We need a back off. Charge on.
Copy.
Eight laps to go. We have the tyre wear. Catch everybody up to and including Magnussen.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
What pace is Ricciardo doing? 134s. Magnussen's doing 135s. He's a second a lap slower. Excellent. Hülkenberg's now 9 seconds behind Sargent. So that's pretty much a done deal now.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Yeah. It'll stay nice and really tight now to Ricciardo.
Charge on, charge on.
See, he's about to blue flag Fittipaldi and Gasly, and I want to get through with him.
And we're happy with you pushing. Mode push.
Copy.
We're not happy with fuel.
I'm
Copy.
very happy with fuel. No, don't try and overtake him.
Okay, we need to save some fuel.
Copy.
Try and get the temps down.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Come on, Ricciardo.
We don't need to take any risk.
Copy.
Fittipaldi had a push lap, 1:33.7.
You have Joe behind.
Oh, damn it. Where's Fittipaldi's pace suddenly come from? There we go. Now we're on them.
Mode push.
Copy.
Yoink. Steal the place.
Understood.
Apparently, Mick got impatient. Didn't want to wait.
Okay, we're out of the RS. Okay, it'll be 6 laps to go. 6 laps.
Copy.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
There is Magnussen. Next up is 16th place. I want Ricciardo to go back through, but I don't want to get
Yeah,
a
just go
massive
bit
loss
slower.
of pace in the process.
Yeah, copy.
Let's go harvesting now.
Okay, charge
Do
on,
that.
charge on.
Copy.
Encourage him to get us here. There we go. And now we can stay close enough
Copy.
to get that slipstream
Push
again.
even more. Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Try and close the gap. Okay, mode push.
I did lose it this lap, but I'll get it back. Gonna get it back.
How are the tires holding up? Any issues with them?
4 laps to go.
No more overtake.
Copy.
We will go to high fuel now.
Copy.
5 laps to go.
Copy.
So we just need to go charge on.
Copy.
Oh, red flag. Red flag.
Red flag.
Who's crashed? I knew it. I knew it. It's Fittipaldi. Oh my word. 3 laps to go. He wrecks another car. Oh, this is glorious. That's exactly what he did in the sprint.
I'm in the wall, man.
That's exactly what he said in the sprint as well. That's about the only
And for the
message we ever
crew
hear from
watching on in the
Fittipaldi is, I'm in the
garage,
wall, man.
It really must have been a hard one to take.
Oh my god, he's going to bankrupt Williams. Which he would if the AI was actually, constrained by the cost cap, which in this game apparently they're not. At least not at the moment. We do not have new softs, so we've got to go new mediums. Oh, Anthony's suddenly feeling flush with 1.1 in the bank.
All drivers have taken their positions again. Once more, they're ready to race. It's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, God, look how much spare fuel we've got. This is the final lap. High. High. Let's go for it. Oh, wow, look at the state of the tyres on some of these guys. They don't have any other tyres to put on. We could suddenly sneak a whole load of positions here.
You did good, really good.
No point leaving it on times because everyone's nose to tail. Come on. Last of the late breakers. Maybe not. It is a one-lap showdown. Leclerc is looking to beat off Verstappen. That sounds quite bad, actually. He's going to try to hold off Verstappen.
Great job.
We are P19.
Gas lead.
Here comes the lunge. Leclerc holds him off and will take the win. Can we gain another place? I don't think we can. 16th is where we're going to finish, by the look of it. Oh, if there were 2 more laps, we could have cleaned up there. Hell, we might even have been
Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
knocking on the outside of the top 10 there, if we had 2 or 3 laps to go. Given the sheer number of cars in front of us with no new tyres, we could have easily got up to 13th.
A great drive today from Max Verstappen.
That was an excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy, and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations.
It's weird watching this
And the
cutscene with no
Monegasque
music.
driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
That takes them up to 3 wins this season. They proved just so hard to beat.
And after a hot and sweaty Miami Grand Prix, I think this is as good a time as any to cool off.
So a 1-3 for Ferrari, again stretching their lead in the constructors. Is this their year?
Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend.
Oh, don't
for
give
them.
me that mixed bag bollocks. There we go then. Confirmation of the final result. Charles Leclerc gets another win and increases his lead in both the drivers and constructors standings. Max in second place there. Sainz in third. Norris gets ahead of Perez for fourth place. Tsunoda in sixth place. Russell seventh. Piastri down to eighth, but did get the fastest lap for a bonus point. Hamilton ninth. Stroll in 10th. And speaking of that bonus point for fastest lap, I did my race earlier with Porsche, and I finished in 11th with the fastest lap, and I got the bonus point for that. So I think because it's a 22 car grid that they've just put that cutoff point in 11th for the fastest lap in this game. That, or it's just a bug in the code. It could be either, to be fair, but I picked up a point for the fastest lap when I was in 11th, so might be worth pushing for the fastest lap if you have a car that's almost good enough for points, but not quite. Let's take a look a little bit further down. Hamilton is 9th, Stroll is 10th, then it's Alonso in 11th, Ricciardo 12th, then Bottas, Albon, Ocon, Schumacher at 5 places, Magnussen in 17th, Gasly in 18th, Sargent in 19th, then it's Zhou in 20th, Hulkenberg 21st, and Fittipaldi once again finding the barriers and retiring another car through a crash. So, driver standings. It's Charles top with 145 points. His lead is now up another 8, so he is now 33 points clear of Max Verstappen. Sainz in third is 20 points behind Max and is 15 points ahead of Lando Norris in fourth. Perez in fifth on 71. Then it's Piastri sixth with 54. Hamilton seventh with 38. 10 points clear of George in eighth. Yuki moves above Ricciardo by 9 points onto 21 points, with Ricciardo now in 10th on 12. Then it's Alonso with 8, Stroll with 5. Then the no scorers, Albon in 13th, Hulkenberg 14th, Mick in 15th, Valtteri 16th, Kevin 17th, Esteban up 1 into 18th, above Zhou, who drops to 19th, Gasly's 20th, Fittipaldi is 21st. How we are still behind Fittipaldi in the standings when he can't even finish a race is beyond me. He must have had a really strong finish in Bahrain. This is just crazy. Into the constructor standings, Ferrari on 247 points. They picked up 54 points across the race and the sprint. 40 points for Red Bull. The gap has increased again. It's now 64 points. McLaren in third are on 141. They are 42 points. So, 42 points behind Red Bull. Then a big gap back to Mercedes, who are on 66. RB on 33. Aston on 13. And then it's Williams from Haas. Brabham in 9th. Sauber in 10th. Alpine 11th. So let's take a look at the pit stop times. We got both cars in there. Fantastic. So that's an extra 5 points for us in the standings. Quickest time went to Max with a 2.44. And Red Bull also had points from Perez in 6th as well. Aston with the second quickest time. Stroll a 2.45. Then it's McLaren in 3rd and 5th. Alpine in 4th. We have an RB in 7th. A Ferrari in 9th. And obviously we had 8th and 10th. Let's see what the standings look like now. Red Bull top with 157 points, 12 clear of McLaren. Aston Martin up 3 places tonight, above Ferrari, RB and Mercedes. Alpine also move up a place above Mercedes as well. We are in 8th place, 19 points now. We've upped our lead over Williams to 6. Sauber are also on 13 points, and we don't know how many Haas have got, but they didn't score anything, so I think they're still on just 8. And there are the stops. 2.7 on the first stop, 2.7 on the second, the 2.55 on the final stop we made with Logan there. We had a sticky wheel nut for Mick's first stop there, 2.5 for his middle stop and 2.7 for his final stop. We did hit our sponsor targets with both drivers. And once again, we could have gone a bit more aggressive with Logan, but you saw how slow he was. If we had done that and we hadn't had those retirements, we wouldn't even have hit 21st, I don't think. Maybe we might have hit 21st. So we certainly wouldn't have hit 20th or 18th if I'd gone for those. 16th and 19th, that gets us an extra $615,624, which we desperately need. $11 days to go now till Imola, the next Grand Prix. That is tomorrow's race. Let's take a look at our inbox and get things up and sorted before we go tonight. So, lots of part failures. A rear wing has gone on Mick's car. We've lost a chassis, a suspension, an underfloor and a front wing on Logan's car. Let's fix those now. Start with Mick's. There's the rear wing done. Moving on to Logan's car. Have we got a spare new chassis now? Yes, we do. So we can put that on there. We can swap out the front wing. We can swap out the underfloor. No spare underfloors now. And do we have the new suspension? Not yet. Okay, part development. Suspension. 10 days until both of those two are done. So that will give us a spare suspension going into Imola. Chassis, we are 5 days away from getting a spare chassis. I am going to roll one of those back so that I can start work on the underfloors, because we don't have any spare underfloors, and I'd rather just start building new ones and building spares for existing ones. We have 1.8 mil in the bank. That is enough to start a wing, finally. So let's go into design. I think we've got a new ATR period as well. Let's go with a rear wing. We do. Let's pump all of our hours into the rear wing. There we go. We want to seriously look at improving drag and DRS as well. Both of those are letting us down right now. Let's just pump the airflow slightly. Do that. Let's go. I don't want to go too fragile. Let's do that. There we go. One engineer, 44 days. I could maybe rush one for Barca, but at the very least, we will have them for Spielberg, which is important given that that is half of the circuit there being DRS. So let's get the rear wing into production, into design. Got no money left to be able to build anything in 5 days, though. That is the problem. And we just started a month as well. When does our sponsor agreement finish? I think we just started, haven't we? Oh no, there. Okay, fantastic. So that will be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Oh, fantastic! That's worked out beautifully. Our suspension simulator is done. Yay! I get the feeling I probably should have waited a day to build. Let's see. It would have improved drag. Oh no, it only affects the suspension, doesn't it? So that's all right. It's the car part test center that we really need to get done next. That is 4.5 mil. That's cheaper, which is why I went for the other one first. That should helpfully boost the mentality of our staff a little bit. Let's see. Everybody is neutral. Okay, at least there's no negatives now. So that'll give Logan a little bit of pep as well. Especially if we've now given him some newer parts as well. Let's see. His stats still don't look amazing. Neither did Mix, to be fair, but yeah, I'm getting there slowly. Right, let's check in with the board. They were satisfied with Miami. That's fair. We were not quick there at all, and I think to get the positions we did, we had to ride our luck a little bit. I want to scout out Fittipaldi, don't I? I want to see just how bad he is, and also how bad his mentality is right now. There he is. It's 73. He's out of contract at the end of the year, and something tells me it won't be getting renewed. If he keeps his seat next year, and gets a new contract, I'll be amazed. And, you know, also appalled at the decision making going on at Williams. Is that my only scout? Yes, it is. Okay, right. What is next? Advancing a bit more time. Design center improvement. Ooh. Oh, it's going to cost me $1 million. I can't afford it. Well, I can afford it. I can afford to go into debt for a few days, but I can't justify it because I can't afford to make enough parts to take advantage of that. So we're going to have to say no. It's a shame, but you know, $1 million gives me 50% effectiveness, but it also is $1 million less than I do not have, which means that's a chassis, or that's a side pod, or a suspension. And I would love to do a new suspension, given I've just done the new suspension simulator. So we'll have to say no, unfortunately. If we get that next year, though, I will hopefully be able to jump all over that. And I know I've got money coming from the sponsors in just a few days, but I have other things that need to be attended to as well. So there you see, he says, I'll come back to you with this again at some point in the future. I'll hold you to that. Our chassis is done. I now have a spare chassis going into the next Grand Prix. Sponsor plan is next. $5.6 mil. Nothing from the guided tour. So, why is he negative now? He's negative about car performance. Ugh, for God's sake. Now it quits, he's bitching. Why do I have no engineers available? Why do we have 6 engineers on that? On the floor. I can have one before the next Grand Prix. Not this one coming, but the one after, Montreal. And then I'll have 2 on the car and 1 spare for Barcelona. No, Monte Carlo, sorry. I'll have 1 on the car at Monaco, and then I'll have 1 on each car plus a spare by Montreal. That's 1.6 mil. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with 2. For now. We'll add another one in after the next race, hopefully. I do want to look at that. Let's get that into upgrade. And let's see. Can't afford the helipad. Can't afford a weather centre yet. How much is that going to cost? 1.8? Oh no, 880. Cheaper than I thought. So, let's set a new sponsor plan for the next 6 weeks. No mandatory activities. Cannot use the factory now because I have a lot of stuff that is going to be built and not enough slots. So, have to look at other options. go with race engineers doing something. Let's hamper Logan again. Let's do a sporting director talk. Let's stay away from the factory if we can. Let's add some pit crew fatigue. Do that, and then that as well. Does that get me there? Not quite. I'm just short. I'm just short. I need to find an extra couple of 100 points. I'm going to have to do one of these. VIPs will get behind the scenes on race weekends, or just slow down the effectiveness. Let's go with that. That gets me just over the threshold. In fact, I might be able to dial it back a touch. No, that's just under. It's just under. All right, there we go. That's our sponsor plan for the next 6 weeks. Oh dear. 360k. Suspension will be ready in 4 days. Tour center upgrade. That'll give me extra money per week now. Not a lot of extra money a week, but a little bit extra on top of what we were already getting. We gain an extra point for someone. For Stefan Roth, my technical director or technical chief. Let's take a look at Enzo Fittipaldi's stats. Mentality demoralized. So those are his baseline stats. Let's see just how bad his stats currently are given his current mentality, because it won't be that good, or it shouldn't be that good. Yeah, so you can see his smoothness is 81 normally. It's down to 74. Cornering 59, braking 60, reaction 60. Control 70. How is his control at 70? Even with the demoralized stat. What was it normally? 77. He's down 7 points because he's demoralized. So that's crazy that he's got a control of 77 and he can't stop crashing the car. Even at a control of 70, he shouldn't be crashing it that much, surely not. But he doesn't have the cornering or the braking skills. And I think that's what's contributing quite a lot. Especially now that he's demoralized and those stats are down 7 points as well. Well, there we go. How much is he getting paid? He's getting paid 1.6 million. He's costing the team 1.6 million minimum a weekend in terms of replacement parts for the car. It's probably costing them closer to 2.5, 3 million on average if you start factoring in, powertrain as well. That's insane. He's costing them so much money. He even has a race target bonus of 51,000 for 17th. What? Oh my god. I've got to have a look as well at the standings. I've got to see where he finished in Bahrain, because that is keeping him above Logan in the standings right now. He finished in 19th. let's do this. So 19th there. We know he crashed out here because he crashed out and took out 2 other cars as well. There he is. You know, he took out Bottas and Gasly when he hit the wall, spun into the track, hit Gasly, who then hit Bottas, or hit Bottas, who then hit Gasly. Ocon took out Alonso, and they both went out that way. Logan just can't remember what you think. I think he dropped it in turn 1, and Max crashed on the first lap. Let's have a look at Melbourne. He crashed his car there. He hit the wall, bounced out, and then took out. Was it his teammate he took out there? Or did he just hit somebody else? I think he might have hit somebody else, and then that person's kept going. But yeah, it was. He hit Albon. He came through the quick left-right chicane at the end of the second sector, lost it, spun off, hit the barrier, bounced back onto the track, and collected Albon and took his teammate out. So that's 2 cars he wrecked. Then we went to Suzuka. Oh, he finished. He finished at Suzuka. I thought no, he wrecked it in. He wrecked it in practice at Suzuka. I remember he wrecked it in practice at Suzuka. He wrecked a car at China in the race. And the sprint. And then we came to Miami and he wrecked it in the sprint and in the race again. My God, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crashes he's had this season. We've only had 6 races. He's crashed 7 times. At least 7 times, maybe even more if he crashed in practice and one of the race sessions as well. That's insane. That is so much expense. I can't get over that. Logan's happy again because we've just started work on a new facility upgrade. Let's advance to practice Friday and we'll end it there. There's the spare suspension. How much cash do I have? 456. That is enough to go in and build a spare part. What do I need to build a spare on? Everything there is fine. Everything there is fine. So I've got a little bit of time. So I've got no spare side pods. I'm working on the underfloors, but I've only got 2 going. Let's add in an additional underfloor. They're 400k each. There we go. So I'll have just under $6,000 left. No, $56,000 left. Line that up. And that is where we are going to leave it for tonight. So, another crazy race. 2 red flags. And sudden drop in performance for us as far as Logan went. Yeah, he was so slow this weekend, but we managed to turn it around. We had a red flag in the Grand Prix as well, and Fittipaldi continues to destroy anything painted blue. So I might need to change our car livery to the red Martini just to be on the safe side if we're going to be hanging around near the back of the grid in the future races. Because it's only a matter of time, I think, before he collects one of us. I really hope we can hold him off as far as that goes. I'll be back at the usual time tomorrow of 8 p.m. for round 7 as we head to Italy, to Imola for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.